If it's too high, the people are gonna cry.
And if it's too low, the country not grow.
You got that right. Viewers, we were just having some fun. We're talking about inflation targeting. I hope you've been learning. This is Centrally Speaking.
Centrally Speaking is a program that opens up the conversation around important matters of economics and finance, matters that have an impact on your life.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Shino.
Welcome to this week's program. And you know, usually we big up a parish. This parish we're bigging up is Manchester. Good evening to all the viewers from Manchester.
And today we're bigging up Kingston and St. Andrew.
They get big up already?
No?
Okay, so we have a very important topic today, one that you might be aware of, inflation targeting.
But before we hear from our guest, let's go to the streets. What are your views on how much the prices of goods and services increase over time?
As a customer of supermarket on a regular basis, probably every 2 weeks and so forth, it's a bit hectic on customers, but you have to factor in that, you know, manufacturers and the production line and everything. And I believe that, you know, it can be increased every quarter or so forth.
Good enough for increase, because we pay an increase. So I couldn't feel good. You understand? Because we pay an increase, so all the goods them for increase. Good enough for increase. We can't even buy food.
The way how Jamaica stay right now, I don't really buy things in Jamaica. Like I was talking to some people the other day and I was telling them that the cost of living in Jamaica is too high. Like a lot of us are going to end up leaving because we can't afford things here.
Today you buy something for 50 cents and tomorrow you see it for $1 or $2 up. So you get confused shopping sometimes. If the dollars go up, the things go and go up. So you don't have to keep it stable as a dollar for things kind of stay down a little bit. You understand?
As Jamaican, we both know that it's a free marketing business where everybody has their own set price. It's not like the government set a rate for certain things in our country. So that is one of the problems that we have, why we have so much different changes in prices of goods. Because if I come here and I saw something here for $10, the next person may be down there selling it for $5.
Always fun to hear the feedback from the streets on what Bank of Jamaica is talking about this week, inflation targeting.
Inflation's not the enemy if we control it. If it's too high, the people are gonna cry.
And if it's too low, the country now grow. When inflation is low, stable, predictable. Consumers and investors feel secure. And when we find a middle ground, the economy will grow some more. Car loan, school fee can start out. Granny saving now get knocked out.
And the BOG inflation targeting strategy that
low, stable, predictable, yeah.
Welcome back to Centrally Speaking. Today we speak with Deputy Governor from Bank of Jamaica, Dr. Wayne Robinson. Dr. Wayne Robinson is actually back with us for the second time. Dr. Robinson is responsible for research and economic programming and also financial stability. Dr. Robinson, welcome to Centrally Speaking.
Thanks for having me again.
Again. All right, so today we're talking about inflation targeting. And we want to know, what do you mean by inflation targeting?
Okay, Shino. Central banks, one of the things they do is to set interest rates. And so with inflation targeting, when a central bank is setting an interest rate, it does so with one purpose in mind, one objective. And that is to steer inflation to a particular level or to maintain inflation at a particular level. And that level we call the inflation target. So it isn't focusing on trying to get, for example, the exchange rate to a particular level. It is just the inflation rate that it focuses on. And of course, by inflation, we mean the rate of increase or how much prices of goods and services that you buy in the supermarket, your doctor bill, for example, how much that is increasing over time.
What I like that you answered was, it's not about the exchange rate, which a lot of Jamaicans tend to focus on. It's really about the inflation rate. But apart from the things that you just said, you going toward a specific target, what else would you like the public to know and understand about inflation targeting?
Well, what we want the public to really understand and appreciate is really what is the role of the central bank? What is the central bank's primary mandate? what is it they are to expect of the central bank. And in this framework, the primary mandate is price stability. And by price stability, we mean low, stable, and predictable inflation. Okay. Put it another way, the central bank is therefore responsible to ensuring that the rate at which the cost of living in Jamaica increases is within a particular range, is held to a particular level. And that level is what is defined by the inflation target. And guess what? It is the government that sets that inflation target for us. Currently, the government has given us an inflation target of 4% to 6%. So what that means is that the bank is actually responsible to ensure that the rate of which prices in your supermarket goes up over a period of time, over a year, is not more than 6% over the year, and importantly, not less than 4%. The other thing is that because you know what the central bank is trying to do, you know what the central bank will be held accountable, you have a little bit more certainty as to how prices will move.
Oh.
And with that, you'll also have a little bit more certainty about how interest rates would move. So if you have a little account, a little money in your account in the bank, you put it away for a rainy day, you'll be a little bit more certain as to how the interest on that will grow.
So in other words, you can put your pot on fire.
You've said it perfectly.
And it won't burn out.
And you can plan.
and you can plan. And that is what is very important, you know, because when you're able to better plan, if business is able to better plan, then businesses will grow. And when businesses grow, they employ more people.
Yes.
And we're all better off.
Yes.
So, Dr. Robinson, what you just said for us is that inflation allows us to plan. You know, Sheena said it, you can put your pot on fire.
Stable,
low
and
predictable. I'm glad you corrected me. That it allows us to plan, and planning is beneficial, especially for business. They can employ more persons, etc. The good stuff. Thank you so much, Dr. Wayne Robinson, for joining us for Centrally Speaking.
The pleasure was mine.
From Dr. Robinson, it's now time for the tip of the day.
Did you know that if you have a complaint about a commercial bank, you can file it at Bank of Jamaica through the Financial Institutions Supervisory Division?
So today's discussion was all about inflation targeting. So you know what time it is? It's time for Fast Facts. So listen carefully, guys. Number one, inflation targeting is a strategy in which the sole objective of monetary policy is the achievement of a publicly announced inflation target. Number two, so with inflation targeting, the central bank utilizes its monetary policy tool, which is a policy interest rate, to ensure that inflation gets to the set target and stays there. Importantly, the central bank will be held accountable for the achievement of this target. Number three, BOJ is mandated to ensure that the cost of living in Jamaica remains restricted to a certain level, which is defined by the inflation target set by the government. Remember, Dr. Robinson said that that inflation target is between 4 to 6%, right? So the aim of monetary policy is inflation only, not the exchange rate. That's important to note. Number four, currently the inflation target is 4 to 6%. Bank of Jamaica is to ensure that the rate of increase in prices in the supermarket and corner shops on average over a year is no less than 4%, but no higher than 6%. And number five, with this strategy, the average householder or business person can plan effectively for the future. You can plan for your retirement or your business because there will be more certainty of how prices, rates of return on savings, and the cost of borrowing will move in the future. That's it for our program this week. Hope you found us on target with inflation targeting. We look forward to your company next week. Follow us on Twitter at Central Bank JA or on BOJ's Facebook page. Or you can also visit our website, boj.org.jm. I'm Anna.
And I'm Sheena.
See you next week.
Thanks for watching. Centrally Speaking is a production of Bank of Jamaica.